Yo, what's good guys, and welcome back to the Etc Beast TV. I hope everyone is doing well. Like always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. In today's tutorial I want to talk about 5 tips and tricks to make hard trap beats in 2025. So let's get into it. The first tip I want to talk about is the importance to keep the drums in front of the melody. So in an hard trap beat, the main thing you have to listen and you have to have it in your face basically are the 808 and drums. Let me show you this thing with an example. So I'm gonna grab a phrase from the kit that I'm working on. I'm creating some dope stuff, bro, with my new gear, so be ready for some new fire sounds. So I grabbed this harp. Let me add some drums real quick. So I just add an 808, some hi-hats, and a clap to this harp. As you can hear, if I don't touch anything, the melody goes over the drums and make the drums sound like less powerful. Obviously, minus 6 dBs is a volume like too high for the melody. I usually keep a range that goes from minus 12 to minus 15. As you can hear now that I turned down the melody, the drums sound like more powerful and more present and more in your face. To have the 808 like this, I just boost it from this EQ knob. I have the soft clipper on the master. That's it. But like always keep in mind that you have to hear the drums here and the melody here, you know what I'm saying? The second trick I want to talk about is about the melody, and I want to show you the simplest way to give that dark vibe to your melodies. So main thing, you have to use a minor scale. Whatever scale is good. One of my favorites is C sharp minor, and the trick is basically to create the melody using the notes of the scale that has just one semitone of interval. In this C sharp scale that I have also highlight in my piano roll, so all the white notes are the note of the scale basically. So the notes that I'm talking about in this case are D sharp, E, and G sharp and A. If I use these notes to create a melody starting from the root note, and obviously we can play with octaves. I can also add like a bass note, like just a root note like this. So basically I play with these notes and with the root note that is C sharp, and I came up with this melody. I add a couple of effects just for context, and with the drums sound like this. So this is the easiest trick to create this dark vibe. The third tip is about the bounce. In this kind of beats, it's important to have the right bounce. So how you can create the bounce in these hard beats with the hi-hats and adding perks or snares in some position to create the right bounce. So let's make this basic pattern more bouncier. First thing I want to do is obviously to add some hi-hat rolls that I'm gonna add real quick using a MIDI from the Etc Toolkit Volume 2 that is free on wavesalchemy.com. So if you want some new sounds, check the link in the description. So I decided to use this bouncy hi-hat pattern. You can also create bounce with the silence, so leaving space between the highest notes. We can also randomize the velocities. This can increase the bounce. And then adding other drums elements like other snares, perks. I really like to put like a snare or perk in this position. Then I can take a perk, for example. And if you want to create even more movement, you can use perk loops, that I think they are so underrated. So this is how the drum pattern sounds right now. So thanks to the hi-hats with this pattern with some silence in some points, thanks to some perks, thanks to the perk loop, we created this really bouncy pattern. And last trick about the hi-hats, you can shift their position, so they are not on the grid, but they are just a little bit shifted, and this adds even more groove. Fourth trick is about the melody, and I want to show you how you can create fire textures for your melodies. So let me just take the bell pattern that I created before. Let's change the sound with a pod. Then just render the pattern as audio clip. We have to reverse it, and we can work just with the first 5 bars. Then you have to stretch them like this, and then pitch it up an octave. This trick always works when you want to create this kind of textures. And then if you want to go even crazier, you can add some delay. I really like to add, for example, the crystallizer. In this case, I can also pitch the delay an octave. And the last tip is about the kick, how to make the kick sound good with 808. So let's add a kick to this pattern. What I always do is to take the 808 pattern, copy it, and paste it into the kick. But as you can hear, it doesn't hit in the right way. So the thing I always do is to reverse the polarity. It's all about the phase, basically. So if we hear that the kick doesn't hit like boom, but it's like I don't know how to explain it. If we hear that it's not hitting hard, we reverse the polarity. We also can increase a little bit the volume, because in this case the 808 is pretty hard. So another trick that I discovered is basically to put the kick a semitone under the 808, and this is my sweet spot. So polarity reversed and a semitone under the 808, and it hits like perfect. And I advise you also to shift the position, like I showed you before with the hi-hats, so the kick and 808 doesn't hit in the same time, because I don't like to do sidechain in these beats. I want to have like a crunchy impact, so I prefer to don't do sidechain, but just shift the position so they don't hit in the same time. So for today, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and that you learned something from these 5 tips. If yes, please leave a like to this video. And if you want to leave a comment with other tricks that I didn't explain in this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for everything, kits, Instagram, Discord. You will find everything in the description. And see you in the next video, guys.